Alright, welcome back to the channel. We're going to continue on with the next part. door bars.
It looks like some sort of scanning device. Likely related to their N-ray research. We should grab it. Could be useful.
Okay, the N-ray scanner uses to see enemies, wires, traps through walls. It also detects invisible threats. Okay.
Before it can become.
I guess I just access it by going here. Yeah. Alright,
Sharp enough. Hostiles nearby.
My quiet. Our only salvation lies in annihilation. Vexation people!
Convoluted way to unlock a door, but I'll take it.
Cannot threaten one who welcomes obliteration.
Trouble ahead. Let me handle this.
Where I want to level up this time.
You there, you must leave. Is that a cultist with you?
Don't worry. I'm not like these idiots running around here haplessly. If I was here to kill you, it would be no random thing. You'd know it. Are we here to kill this guy, Commander?
You're here to stop me. But if I'm stopped, the consequences will be exponential. Oh, I don't expect people like you or Augustine to understand. My work is humane and must be finished. All else is secondary. You must remove yourself from the range. I don't want your blood on my hands, but I will spill it if you force me. No, don't you understand? If my work is forestalled in any way, so many more will suffer. And I am already much too far behind. I have been forced to enact measures for self-defense in the wake of these cultists. They will serve just as effectively against you. I beg you, leave immediately. Remain, and you will assuredly suffer a violent demise.
That's interesting. Well, let's see. I gotta go around.
That's a Glorious Dawn communication device. Our cells use them to send and receive encrypted messages.
Victor, I fully understand the importance of your work. This is exactly why I push you so. Your moral justifications for delaying your delivery are misguided. Dead is dead. What matter is it if their ends come in 1 minute or 3? If you seek to be humane in your duties, fine. So long as I get the explosives in time. But if we fail to act, the order will be lost forever. Collateral damage was always inevitable, Victor. You knew this. And the longer you take in your laboratory, the greater your risk of being caught becomes.
Excuse me.
If that happens, you know what must be done. But I should remind you that such a failure will result in vastly more suffering for all parties involved. We need those explosives now, Victor. Let's finish this.
You hamper my ascension with
Enemy
your
spotted.
distantness!
What's that?
Understand true transcendence. I have power unto the architect.
Everything must be controlled before it can become evident.
I spy my next victim. I mean a hostile combatant.
When all has been smacked
based on its temperature and composition. Stellar composition determines what packets of light will be emitted, while stellar temperature determines the frequency and hence what portion of the spectrum is low temperature, infrared, which I did not describe here. As the stellar body's temperature
Look at the sad little sprat in his corrugated metal cage. Why don't you unlock the door and come out, sprat? Nobody's here.
Heads up. Rival light.
You cannot threaten one who welcomes
of friends are a greater... Oh, thank you very, very much for dealing with those cult... It seems you missed one.
What? Where? I thought we dispatched with all of those traitorous charlatans.
I can see it would be best for me to tactically overlook your comrade.
Never take
Very
it easy
well.
off, so
I see you possess our N-ray
Too much
scanner.
fun.
Ooh, ingenious device. If I'd had it, I may have evaded being trapped here. Oh, I shouldn't have had to worry. Damn that Victor and damn his hubris. Fitting that his experiment would cause so much strife that he would be untouched by the ensuing pandemonium.
I'm so sorry I'm learning so much out.
Pardon my excitement. It's been an eventful day. I don't know the specifics, only that Victor was performing a procedure utilizing processed N-rays. When those cultists flooded the range, they damaged the N-ray canisters. In the ensuing chaos, Victor's experiment was destroyed. I know some cultists were killed, but many more still live, moving unseen through the range. Because he refused to follow procedure. He didn't take an assistant or allow anyone to see his data, and now it's all consigned to oblivion. What a waste. There's no such thing as invisibility. The cultists are out of phase. Also, I strongly recommend against exposing yourself to processed N-rays. Most of the cultists died immediately upon exposure, and according to past experiments, those that haven't are experiencing accelerated organ liquefaction. But if you're not attached to the solid state of your organs, I suppose it might be nice to be less visible for a few hours.
I think everybody's attached to their organs, my man.
Although it requires
Psychopath.
further investigation and experimentation, out of phase refers to a shift in the dimensional presence of these cultists. They are physically here, but only partially, hence their unseen state. It's fascinating. But the outstanding fear for my life has made it difficult to think scientifically. Oh, believe me, this is more excitement than I ever wanted. I shall.
Yeah, I really don't want to know. Goodbye. Yeah, so all this stuff. Kind of bummed that you get things there to care. Maybe you can, that's seems like you can't really change their armor.
To any fool enough to approach my holdout, I once again ask you to stop. The path ahead is filled with traps. Whether cultist or wayward scientist, you will be killed. I cannot afford your interruption. Once more, please cease.
Get out of there.
Being a little woozy there, Commander.
Nice play.
I cannot believe this. How many times must I say only death lies ahead? Observe. You have been personified. The time for that is over. Please. I never wanted this situation to escalate like this. You must understand. But
I don't
now,
understand.
all that I wanted is cast to the wind. There is
You
but
like a-
one option left to me. To save Arcadia, to ensure the future, we must both die.
What's the sweet's business?
Because the order cannot be hindered by war or by compromise. Any obstacles must be removed, as much as I regret the need to do so. If DeVries does not receive my explosive, she will resort to a violent assault. Many will die, pointlessly, and in agony. I can at least deliver them an instant, painless death. I thought this explosive vest would be an unnecessary precaution. All I can hope is that by blasting us both from the field of play, the order shall find its way to truth. Want has nothing to do with it. I have very specific instructions on how to proceed in the face of contingencies such as yourself. And you cannot possibly understand whether I am or am not capable of martyrdom. You do not know my depth of character. At the end of all things, my decisions were predestined. I am not at liberty to divulge the reasoning behind my actions. You are not with the order. You cannot understand why this would be. Could I explain, the words would be lost on you. Your verbiage does not conceal the gaps in your knowledge. But the presiding bishop has taught us that ignorance is not a punishable sin. If the order is not prevented from reaching its true potential and solves the universal equation, all scientific uncertainty and any associated suffering will end. Not normally. The greatest scientific minds of history have made mistakes, and this includes those within the order. But this
I
need
think it's cool how the
remain
dialogue
case.
goes a lot deeper than the first game.
DeVries
Makes me
opened
actually
my
want to try the
eyes.
dialogue about.
The order is on the
Skipping
path
through
to
everything.
absolute truth. And if they are not interrupted, this truth can be pursued. The one right path for humanity revealed to us. Politics cannot bind us. Uncertainty cannot strangle. And no one can be allowed to waltz in and hurl our plans into disarray. What? How do you not understand the present situation? What coward would strap an explosive device to himself? No, that's not all this. Helping DeVries, completing the work on my explosives is important. It matters. DeVries agrees. Augustine couldn't have done such a thing. She was on a secret mission at the time. I don't wish to believe you, but what you're saying has the ring of truth to it. I've been a fool going along with this farce. But it stops now. My relationship with Augustine is at an end.
This poor fool seemed intent on doing himself and us both. Impressive work convincing him otherwise. Let's say I have a go at him with my disemboweling knife. See what he knows.
No.
Your
stop.
loss. Don't like to boast, but I am quite the artiste with a knife.
I'm sure
I
you
believe
are.
that's another thanks I owe you. You certainly keep interesting company.
She's really cool when you get to know her.
I appreciate your consideration. Things could have been very different had your cooler head not prevailed. I found a way to, via the use of processed N-rays, send objects out of phase. It was inconsistent, but I was close to isolating the procedure. DeVries needed explosives for her plan. By making them unseen, the explosives could be placed as efficiently as possible. No one would be maimed or injured, just killed. Saying that out loud now, it sounds unreal. But somehow, I convinced myself that leaving no survivors was more humane. It's a shame I can't speak to a vicar. Here, it is the key to my quarters. Take whatever you find. That will ensure that I cannot use any of it to further DeVries' aims, even if I wanted to. You certainly convinced me I cannot remain
I think it's
here.
funny that you can still attack him.
May we meet again, when the paths of our lives
Totally gonna do
are
a
at
second
greater
playthrough as a
apex.
psychopath that just attacks and just destroys everything.
Yeah.
My fellow Loyalists, it is time. Due to the Earth Directorate operatives' continued meddling, we must increment our timetable by a factor of hours, not days. Accordingly, our forces have taken over the monastery. Those I predetermined to be resilient to reason have been executed. The rest should not cause us trouble. I have locked the lift to prevent the agent from reaching the monastery, but the following code will grant you access. 34145. I will continue my work from here, supplying Augustine with everything she needs for our plan to succeed, and delaying the agent as I'm able to. May the results of our actions today secure a more prosperous tomorrow for our sacred order.
Seer Wiley
very
isn't very good at this whole seer business, is he? Nice of him to just hand us the code like that. We should remember to mock him for that as he bleeds out. Boy, damn it! We've killed every traitor in this place, but their treasonous scum of a hierarch wasn't among them. The leader of a cell. In this case, that would be Ziegler. And extinguishing him is obviously our next priority. They were operating under his orders. But since he wasn't here to lead them in person, they would have maintained regular contact using one of our communication devices. We should return to the one we saw earlier. It will hopefully yield some worthwhile information.
thank you again for your help. I shall collect my belongings and... Well, food for my life.
Back in business. This is it, the Dawn's communication device. Let's see what I can find on it. Not much, but there are a few encrypted messages from Ziegler reporting on a rift in Paradise Island he was sent to study. Idiot didn't even have enough respect to stay to kill me himself. Well, it's of no consequence. Now that I know where he is, let's go show him the error of his ways. I'm right behind you, but not in a threatening way.
found this guys, bro.
Initiate Carrington, audio log entry 10. My orders were to watch for the enemy. Specifically, to never break line of sight to my assigned field of view. But I can hear them advancing along the shore to the south. It's fine. Others have been assigned that field of vision. This is the most efficient method of defense. Architect, they're getting closer. Perhaps I'm taking my orders too literally. I'll just peek. No. Trust in the equation. Trust in those greater than I in the order. I will keep looking forward for enemies from that vector. I am not afraid. I am not afraid. I have faith that the architect...
This one appears to have been too terrified to even look at us. I almost feel bad killing him. Almost.
Alright guys, I'm gonna wrap up here. I'll catch you on the next one.